Hey, this is Danny from Weird and Wired, and this right here is a radio cassette recorder that I've turned into an amp. This is a super pink, super retro radio, and I fell in love with it as soon as I saw it. Knew that I've got to turn this into an amp. It's a real nice modification. It's one that I love to do in Voves, adding an input to the volume of the radio. This one is especially cool to me with the built-in function of it having a tape cassette as well, so you can record straight to tape and you can play it back. You can jam along to the radio, you can jam along to any tape that you want to put in there, or you can just use this as a really gnarly, distorted, fuzzy sounding amp. So as I said, it works with this extra input being attached to the volume. So with this particular radio slash cassette recorder, there's two ways you can get the real gnarly amp unlocked. You can use the radio function, and if you want you can just busk along to the radio. You know, I've done that a few times, just kind of waited for a song to come on and then work out by ear, kind of, oh, that's the key, and sort of just, it's fun. It's just kind of a jam band vibe, but I guess it's a one-man jam band or a radio jam band. And if you don't want to play along with whatever's coming through the radio stations, maybe you're not vibing what's going on out there today, you can find a frequency where it's not getting picked up. And that's the beauty of this thing as well, is that it's obviously radio and it picks up from satellite, picks up different frequencies, so depending where you have it in the room, you'll pick up certain dead spots. So if you don't want the radio, just find somewhere where it's just not going to be picking anything up, and you'll just get that sound with no hassle at all. The other way that you can use this as the amp is by using the tape cassette setting, and you can just put a blank tape cassette in and you can hit play, and as long as the tape cassette function is engaged and is actively doing something, then the speaker will also be producing sound, which means you can be coming through that with no interference from the radio. And it's just absolutely wacky and wild. You can, as I say, record straight onto tape, and you don't even have to just limit that to what's happening from your guitar going into the radio. You could, for example, use an audio interface, plug that straight into the input and record straight to tape. You can bounce down whatever you've been working on your computer onto going back to the 90s, baby. It's great, and it sounds exactly how it looks. It's an aesthetic I love, both visually and the audio side of things. So that's how this works. As I say, if you've got a basic knowledge of soldering, it's really fun to try these. I'm sure there's a bunch of tutorial videos out there, so have a go if you want, why not? And as for how this one sounds and how it works, here's a little demonstration for you. You might have noticed as well, it says in mic right here. It does have a built-in microphone as it is. It's a little bit noisy, but it's still that great sound and it works all the same. You might have noticed as well, it says in mic right here. It does have a built-in microphone as it is. It's a little bit noisy, but it's still that great sound and it works all the same. So there we go, the radio cassette recorder amp. I love making these, I love using these, I just love looking at them. It just screams at me. They always sound a bit different as well, they will vary, not every single radio amp's going to sound the same. So it's a real fun kind of experimental tool to have one of these hanging about, I find. But what do you guys think? Do you dig how it looks? Do you dig how it sounds? Is it something that intrigues you? Do you have one already? Have you built one? Let me know all your thoughts and feelings, and until the next time, keep it weird and keep it wired.
Weird and wired.